How y'all doing, guys? Cody back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, I'm going to do one today on how to send money into prisoners. Right, you've got three real ways, like the three most common ways. Right, you've got postal order. Postal orders, right, used to be like what everyone used. They're becoming less and less. Right, a postal order, for those that don't know, you go to the right before you get a postal order, you'd have to Google postal order, the name of the prison that your loved one's in, because I'll explain why in a minute, right? And then it'll tell you who to make it payable to. Every prison is different. Some have you pay it to NOMS. For those that don't know, NOMS is a National Offender Management System. Then you've got the governor. You might have it to HMP for Her Majesty's Prison and stuff like that. So yeah, what you'd do, you'd find out who you'd have to make it payable to. So say it's the governor. Again, check, each prison is different, right? Google postal order, the name of the prison that your loved one's in, and it'll tell you who to make it payable to. Then you go to the post office, right? You say to the post office, can I have a postal order please made payable to, and then it'll be either the governor, NOMS, or HMP, or yeah. You don't make it payable to your loved one, right? Because your loved one can't cash it, right? Just right off the bat. Yeah, and then say you get a £25 postal order. I think they're about £3 or £4 administration fee on top, right? Where the post office pocket a few quid. So for your £25, you're paying about 28, 29, right? Then they'll print it out, made payable to the governor or HMP or NOMS or whoever the chosen, like, made payable to is. And then on the back, at the top, right, there's no space for it, you just write it across the top on the back of the postal order. You'd write the prisoner's name and the prisoner's number, prison number. That's very, because the thing is, you can actually have people in the same prison with the same name. It happens, and you don't want your money going to them, do you? So that's why that's important. And then below that, you've got a space, like in small writing, it asks you for your last name, your first name, your address. And it's very important, this, guys. It asks you if you want to make it payable to charity. Tick no. Obviously that sounds a bit harsh, doesn't it? But you want your money to go to your loved one and not a charity of their choice, so to speak. Right, so that's that. You can also send money, guys, but listen to me. Please, 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 please do not send money. The reason is, right, some people, right, when they're sending money, they just send it, right? It's like when you're sending postal orders. If you're going to send a postal order, right, I don't even tell people to send postal orders. You can send postal orders, they'll arrive and stuff, but the thing is, right, if you just send it with a stamp on the front, yeah, you've got no assurances it's going to arrive. It's not insured, so obviously, if you send it recorded delivery is about £1.10. And special delivery is about £6-7, right? £6 to £7. If you send it special delivery, it arrives the next day, but that means it's adding, right? So you're paying £3 extra, £4 extra, right, for your postal order, right? Then you're paying £6-7 for just to post it, so that's £10 on top just for posting, right? There is a cheaper way, and I'm going to go on to that now. Right, the cheaper way, guys, right, there's a website, it's all legit and above board. My mum used it to send me money while I was on my last stretch and stuff, and the stretch before that, and so on and so forth, right? And that is, I'm going to put the link in the description below. It's www.secure- that's that little line thing in the middle, right? Payment, and then hyphen again, that another line in the middle, services.com. Right, so www.payment, that line in the middle, right, payment, line in the middle, services.com. I'll put the link in the description below, guys, so you can see for yourself. It's a computerized thing. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. Like I say, you just takes a few minutes to sign up, right, and you can, what happens, right, is you send money to your loved one electronically, right? Now, it doesn't cost you, like I say, it doesn't cost you £6-7 to post it, to make sure it gets there and stuff like that, and it's insured, right? With electronic transactions that are done online, guys, right, from your bank and stuff, right, they're always traceable. You get a receipt as well, like electronically, right? And like I say, if there's any fuck ups, or for whatever reason, which there won't be, but if there are any fuck ups, right, you can then claim that money back from your bank and stuff, or it'll be returned to your bank, right? The important thing when you're sending money electronically and stuff, as same with postal orders, very, 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 very important to make sure that the prisoners put the prisoner's name and the prisoner's prison number. That prison number no one else has, right? I was in prison once, right, and there was a kid. I was on the 2s in Strangeways, and there was a kid on the 4s, right? The 4s is the top landing, right? And they opened him up for my visit, right? And I nearly missed my visit, yeah. If it wasn't for my quick thinking, because I seen him going across the thing, right? And then he come down the stairs, and I shouted, "Oi, boss!" I said, "That's my visit," because I had a feeling it was, because I know he didn't have any friends or family. Quite sad, that, innit? But yeah, so I ended up on my visit and stuff. Otherwise, I would have missed my visit straight up and down, guys. There's cut-off points and stuff. So my family, he would have gone up there. My family would have walked into the visiting hall, and then they would have been like, "Where the fuck is he?" and stuff. So yeah, I sorted that out. But so the point is, you can have prisoners with the same name in the same prison. The prison number identify there's only one prison number. No two prison numbers are the same. So that's that, guys, right, in a nutshell. When you send money electronically, if you send it before 9 o'clock, it'll arrive in the prisoner's bank account the same day. Now, it's like a prison bank account, yeah, mate. Now, it doesn't just go over and they can spend it straight away, right? What happens is once a week, right? Some prisons it's twice a week, but once a week for us, the money used to come over. Like, so the money's like held in your savings account, right? And then like in your private cash, and then once a week, in Forest Bank, it's a Thursday. Every prison's different as usual. Then on a Thursday morning when you're unlocked and you go to the kiosk, your money will have been put there in your spends. So from your private cash, you can actually spend. Now, the amount people can spend is different depending on which prisoner. If you're on basic, I think it's about £2.50 a week. If you're on remand, you can spend more. I think if you're on remand, I think you can spend up to £47.50 a week. That's the max. As a convicted prisoner, I think it's 25, but then I think if you're enhanced, it goes again. Your IEP, you spend your earnings, and what you can spend is 10 times your IEP status. I'll have to go into that more, guys, in another video. But like I say, this is more about how to send money to your loved one and stuff. Now, the problem with sending your money in for your loved one, you don't always know if the money is being spent on things like toiletries. The money's sent over for various reasons, right? You can buy phone credit, you can buy food like chocolate biscuits, crisps, sweets, writing pads, pens, stamps, matchsticks. Some people buy matchsticks and glue and make like gypsy wagons out of them and stuff like that. It goes on to keep the mind occupied and stuff ticking over. So yeah, and then like I say, you can buy toiletries, chocolate, biscuits, crisps, sweets, stationery, all that stuff, right? And phone credit, right? But the thing is, a lot of people in prison are becoming addicted to spice and stuff, and you're sending money in, and they might be mithering you to send more and more money in. Now, prison is expensive, right? The food doesn't fill you, right? So your loved ones will like be starving, and some do spend the money on food, but I've got a lot of people in prison becoming addicted on spice and stuff, right? And they're under pressure from the drug dealers because they're in debt and they owe money for spice and drugs and stuff, right? And when you're sending money in, they're ordering things on the canteen for the drug dealer, right, and giving it to them. Now, like I say, I'm not trying to blow anyone up or anything. That's just prison. It goes on. The screws know it goes on. The cons know it goes on. It's not a secret, yeah, man. So yeah, so if your loved one's mithering you a lot and kicking off with you to send more money in, it could be because he's not got what he needs, or he owes money to someone. And it's as simple as that, guys. It's a sad realization of prison. People become addicted to drugs. People take drugs to escape the realization of the surroundings and stuff. That's why they might want you to send more and more and more and more money in. Now, as prisoners, right, I'm not stupid. I know that money doesn't grow on trees, right? Prison's expensive, right? For my first 2.5, 3 months, right, I was spending £47.50 a week on top of my wages. So spending nearly 60 quid a week, right, me wages, right. I had my money come over. I was convicted, but they had me down as remand from the last time when I was in. So you're not going to tell them, are you? You can spend more money. But then I thought, fucking hell, all this money I'm spending is going, like, the prison, because they put charge a price. They don't sell it to the prisoners at the price they get it for. No. I was in a private prison, guys. They're making money off people buying stuff on the canteen. They mark stuff up, yeah, man. Obviously, the more stuff they buy it in bulk, right? The more you buy, the cheaper it is, right? So they're making profits and profits and profits on top of prisoners' misery. I don't like that one bit. But at the same time, you do need toiletries and stuff like that. Your loved one can't send toiletries and stuff like that for you, and you've got to buy it on the canteen. Like I say, even things down to stamps, right? Guys, if you're going to send your loved ones, like, don't have him buy stamps on the canteen. Buy a book of 6 stamps, 12 stamps, right? Write your name and address on every single one of them. Put a stamp in the top corner. When you write to him, put it in an envelope, right? And send him a shitload. My ma did for me, saved me a shitload of money, right? Because like I say, why should the prison make money off prisoners? I don't agree with it one bit. It shouldn't go on. When you go to visits on food, or for the food in the visit hall, right, try to eat before you go on the visit. Your loved one, yeah, fill them up because they'll be starving. But yourself, right, try and eat before you go to the prison, because otherwise the prison make a big markup of £2.50 for a fucking shitty ass sandwich. The fucking bread's like cardboard, right, and the meat's fucking wafer thin shit, cheap fucking ham or turkey or whatever it is. They're making money off you guys, right? And like I say, they shouldn't make money off people suffering. I don't agree with it one bit. Like I say, that rant bit over. But yeah, like I say, guys, it's very important. Like, we're not stupid. We know money doesn't grow on trees and stuff like that. Set a limit, right? Like I say, I spent money on credit. I spent money on toiletries. I spent money on munch and stuff like that. Munchies, obviously, crisp, chocolate, all the rest of the shit, right? And stuff like that. It's important when you get a canteen, when the prisoners order a canteen, you order a canteen on the kiosk and stuff, and then once or twice a week it comes over. Every prison's different, right? In Forest Bank, if you ordered Monday, Tuesday, every wing was different, but if you ordered on Monday and Tuesday, on our wing we get it on a Friday, and if you went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you get it on the Wednesday, I think. So it gives you 2 windows to order your canteen and stuff. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. As always, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Need any advice, as you guys have been doing, contact me on Facebook, contact me on Twitter, and as always, I'll be happy to reply to you. But this is just a quick video to let you guys know how to send money in. Don't send cash, because the reason you don't send cash is because screws have got sticky fingers, and if you send £50 in for your loved one, it's not guaranteed to get there, is it, guys? And screws stick their hand in, and screws steal. It's a fact, yeah. Not all of them, obviously, but there are ones that do steal. So the money's not destined to get there. Postal orders, you can do postal orders. They work, but postal orders are expensive. And like I say, you're paying about, if you do it like properly and stuff, you're paying about £10 extra, right? Why should the Royal Mail make money off you guys sending money to your loved ones? Not right, is it? Right? Then you've got secure payment services. If you do it before 9 o'clock, it normally lands at the prisoner's private cash that day, so it shows up so they can see it, but they can't spend it until it goes over, which is once a week, twice a week, depending on which prison you're in. Then they can spend it. They can buy toiletries, phone credit, all that sort of stuff. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for your time. Speak to you all soon. Bye.